Is a law just solely because it exists within our legal framework? This question forms the crux of our exploration today. We're going to unravel a powerful saying: something is not just because it's the law, but it should be the law because it's just. This saying encapsulates a vital concept in the realm of legal philosophy. It emphasizes that the mere existence of a law does not automatically guarantee its inherent fairness or justice. A law isn't just because it's written in our legal books or because it's enforced by our authorities. Rather, the essence of justice should be the very foundation for the creation and implementation of laws. Imagine a society where laws echo the ethical values and moral standards of its citizens. The legislation isn't arbitrary, and it's not driven solely by the whims and wills of those in power. Instead, the laws are a reflection of the collective conscience of the people. When a law aligns with justice, it can protect individual rights, promote equality, and foster a sense of security within a society. But what happens when laws deviate from the path of justice? They risk perpetuating inequality, discrimination, and injustice. This unsettling reality should prompt us to question and challenge any unjust laws that might exist within our legal systems. Civil disobedience, peaceful protests, and activism become important tools through which societies can rectify legal injustices and work toward a more equitable future. The saying we're exploring today also reminds us that laws must continuously evolve and adapt to the changing dynamics of society. It's not enough for a law to remain static. It must consistently align with contemporary standards of justice and morality. The pursuit of justice through legal reform is an ongoing journey, one that requires vigilance, education, and public engagement. So, hold on to your seats as we delve deeper into this fascinating intersection of justice and law. As we navigate through the complexities and nuances, remember this: a society's legal framework must be built on the foundation of justice, continually striving for laws that uphold moral principles and human rights. Stand by as we delve deeper into this fascinating intersection of justice and law. Imagine a society where laws mirror the ethical values and moral standards of its citizens. Picture a world where legislation is not arbitrary, not a mere tool for those in power, but a true reflection of the collective conscience of the people. It's a vision that resonates with the core principles of justice. When laws serve as an accurate reflection of a society's moral compass, they act as sturdy pillars, supporting the structure of a fair and just society. These laws, firmly anchored in the bedrock of justice, serve as safeguards for individual rights. They ensure that every citizen, regardless of their social standing, race, or gender, is treated with the dignity and respect they deserve. These laws also act as a beacon, guiding societies towards equality. They level the playing field, ensuring that every individual has an equal opportunity to thrive. They prevent the scales of justice from tilting in favor of the powerful, ensuring that the rights of the vulnerable are protected. In such a society, the law does not serve as a sword for the mighty, but as a shield for the weak. Furthermore, laws that embody the collective conscience of a society foster a sense of security. They create an environment where citizens can live, work, and thrive without fear. They provide a safety net, protecting individuals from arbitrary actions and ensuring that justice is not just an ideal, but a lived reality. But this vision of a just society cannot be achieved with complacency. It demands active participation from every citizen, constant education, and a willingness to challenge and change unjust laws. It requires us to understand that the law is not just a set of rules imposed from above, but a reflection of our shared commitment to justice. Yet, what happens when laws deviate from this path of justice? What happens when the legal framework, instead of reflecting the ethical values and moral standards of its citizens, serves the interests of the powerful? And how can societies navigate these deviations to ensure that fairness and equality prevail? A law that strays from justice can lead to inequality, discrimination, and injustice. This is a sobering reality that underscores the potential danger of laws that are not grounded in fairness and morality. An unjust law can create deep divisions within society, marginalizing certain groups while privileging others. It can breed resentment, perpetuate systemic biases, and undermine the very fabric of a community. When laws deviate from the path of justice, they can reinforce harmful stereotypes, contribute to social disparities, and foster an environment where prejudice thrives. Such laws can be as subtle as regulations that disproportionately affect certain demographics, or as blatant as statutes that overtly discriminate against specific groups. Regardless of their form, these laws contradict the principles of justice and equality that should be at the heart of every legal framework. But here's the thing: Societies are not helpless in the face of unjust laws. History is replete with examples of individuals and groups who have risen against legal injustices, challenging the status quo and advocating for change. Civil disobedience, peaceful protests, and activism have all played crucial roles in this process, serving as powerful tools for social transformation. Consider the civil rights movement in the United States, where peaceful protests and acts of civil disobedience led to landmark legal changes. Or think about the suffragettes, who fought tirelessly for women's right to vote. These examples underscore the power of collective action in rectifying legal injustices and shaping a more equitable future. However, it's important to remember that this fight against injustice is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing struggle, a constant push and pull between outdated norms and progressive ideals. Laws must continuously be scrutinized, questioned, and reformed to ensure they align with contemporary standards of justice. So how should laws evolve to ensure they remain a true reflection of justice? That's a question that should guide us as we navigate the complexities of our legal systems, reminding us that laws should not just be a reflection of power, but a mirror of our collective conscience and commitment to justice. A law should not remain static, it must continuously align with contemporary standards of justice and morality. This statement isn't merely a philosophical musing, it's a call to action, a rallying cry for societies worldwide. The world we live in is ever evolving, and so must our laws be. But why is it so crucial for laws to evolve? Well, consider this. As societies progress, they undergo significant transformations. Technological advancements, shifts in societal norms, changes in population demographics, these all create new dynamics that our existing laws may not adequately address. For instance, 50 years ago, who could have foreseen the complexities of cybercrime, or the ethical dilemmas posed by genetic engineering? Our laws need to adapt to these changing circumstances, ensuring they remain relevant and effective. But this process of legal evolution isn't automatic. It requires vigilance, it requires education, and above all, it requires public engagement. Vigilance ensures that we're always aware of the ways in which our laws need to change. Education equips us with the knowledge and understanding needed to shape these changes effectively. And public engagement? That ensures that the process of legal evolution is democratic, reflecting the collective conscience of the people, rather than the will of a select few. This is an ongoing journey. There's no final destination, no perfect legal system that we can one day hope to achieve. Instead, the pursuit of justice through legal reform is a continuous process. It's a process of learning, adapting, and striving to create laws that uphold moral principles and human rights. Ultimately, this saying underscores the crucial link between justice and the law. It's a reminder that our legal frameworks must always strive to mirror our societal values, ensuring that fairness and equality prevail. It's a testament to the dynamic, ever-changing nature of justice itself. And it's a call to action for all of us, reminding us of our shared responsibility to shape the laws of our societies, ensuring they align with the principles of justice and morality. The law should be a reflection of our shared commitment to justice. These words ring true as we journey through the complex relationship between justice and law. As we've explored, this relationship is far from straightforward, yet it forms the moral compass guiding societies worldwide. Let's take a moment to recap. We've discussed the measure of justice, how it lays the groundwork for the creation and enforcement of laws. A law's existence doesn't inherently establish its fairness. Instead, laws should mirror the ethical values and moral standards of the society they serve, reflecting the collective conscience of its people. We've also delved into the darker side, the path of injustice. Laws that veer away from the principles of justice risk perpetuating inequality, prejudice, and unfairness. This deviation is a call to arms, a prompt to challenge and question such unjust laws within our legal systems. Civil disobedience, peaceful protests, and activism become the tools to redress these legal wrongs and steer society towards a more equitable future. Furthermore, we've highlighted the need for dynamic laws in a changing society. The law is not, and should not be, a static entity. It must evolve, adapt, and consistently align with the shifting dynamics of society, upholding contemporary standards of justice and morality. And this brings us full circle to our point of departure. The indissociable link between justice and law. The saying, something is not just because it's the law, but it should be the law because isn't just a catchy phrase, it's a guiding principle, a beacon reminding us that laws must uphold moral principles and human rights. In conclusion, the law is more than a set of rules imposed by those in power. It's a reflection of our shared commitment to justice, a testament to our collective aspiration for fairness and equality. Remember, just because it's the law doesn't necessarily make it just, but it should be the law because it's just.